Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Holly Morocco and I manage the nonprofit Something Wild. And I thought today would be a great opportunity to tell you a little bit about my background, but mostly why we are working so hard to help beavers and why we are fundraising to increase our nonprofit. So I am a researcher. My PhD is in animal physiology. My primary focus throughout my career and continuing on today is marine mammals. And I study the health of marine mammals and show the connection that these animals have to human health. And that's One health simply encompasses the health of our environment, the health of our wildlife is connected to us. And so, as a marine mammal specialist, I, of course, spend the majority of my time out there studying dolphins. However, about 4 years ago is when I was first introduced to beavers, and I did not know the first thing about beavers. I had experience with wildlife rehab and was very excited at the opportunity to try to rehab these babies, but definitely was a novice and new to this whole thing. So the first three beavers that we received while we were living in a suburb, urban type environment, we had a nice decent sized backyard and were able to do the raising these guys. But we learned that we were very limited with where we were living. And we also had fallen desperately in love with these guys. And so we knew this was something that we wanted to focus on and do long term. And that is when we start searching for a property that we could really establish our nonprofit. And that's how we ended up where we are today. And many of you have been on this journey with us, and I don't want to, spend too long on it. But essentially, we have 35 acres out here in the country. We have a 3-acre pond that will be a release site for the beavers. And thanks to generous donors, we were able to build a small soft release site pond, as well as build all of these enclosures in this area where the beavers can be safe, they can grow up, and they can practice being beavers. As a researcher, I am completely just sort of in awe of the limited amount of research that's been done on beavers, especially in certain things like behavior. And so realizing that raising these babies provided us with a great opportunity to study their behavior, how they develop, how they divide labor, things that attract them, things that, just basic things, is something that is not available out there in the literature. And so we realized we were in a really, really good position to conduct research. And so I applied for and received my scientific research permit for the state of Mississippi, focusing on beavers. And this research permit allows me to conduct studies on both beavers that I have here in my care, as well as beavers in the wild. And so what we have realized too is that beavers are such sensitive creatures. They're so social and require so much time and labor and attention. And they're supposed to stay with us for 2 years before we can release them. That just simply means that they are a very, very labor intensive and expensive animal to take care of. And so our nonprofit is doing exactly what we needed to do, and we are able to provide the care and the food and everything that these beavers need. However, we also recognize that being able to thanks, Deal. Hold that thought. So the incredible opportunity presented itself where a neighboring property, literally less than a mile from where we are on this dead-end road that we live on, came up for sale. And this property is being used as an Airbnb. It has a 10-acre lake that's divided into two parts. It's got a cabin with 6 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2 full kitchens, and it's been up and running as a successful Airbnb for quite some time. The current owner is working with us on helping us be able to secure this property. And that is why we are doing the crowdfunding and GoFundMe campaign, because we recognize and realize that being able to get that property would allow us to expand our nonprofit. Not only would it provide space for interns and volunteers and visiting researchers, there is a wild beaver colony that lives on that property right now. And although they have had some trapping conducted, and we need to get in there and understand the health of this particular colony, it is an incredible, ideal beaver habitat that is right there. Not only accessible for research, but also accessible for using it as a nature retreat, an ecotourism opportunity. It's the public face for our nonprofit. We could, we'll be able to conduct workshops there. We'll be able to show human beaver coexistence measures. Honestly, there's so many ideas going through our head. We're so excited about it. So that is why we are fundraising. And so you can check out the GoFundMe campaign, and where, we share more information about the property itself. And the goal, we're trying to reach $380,000. And we're currently at just around $175,000. And again, the seller is working with us, which we are so appreciative. But we still need everyone to share and continue, encouraging everyone. Even if it's $1, every dollar is helping. So just a little quick overview of who we are, what we're doing, why we are doing this GoFundMe, and we really are looking forward to the day where we can host guests who can volunteer with our nonprofit. That is going to be the key to us being able to help more beavers, because again, they do take a lot of time and labor and attention, and we're out pretty far away. But being able to have people come and have a place, a home base to stay while they help us is going to be really, really huge. So anyway, thanks for listening to me, and just stay tuned as we continue this journey.